Hey everyone, welcome to DKFC, where we're talking Champions League. We are now in the quarterfinals. Joining me, Edo Delamonte, who's guesting for Tyrone Atkins, Andy Davies, and Jamie Hinks, DK writer. What we're talking now is a little special segment we call Choosers, Losers, and Gems. That's right, I'm going to ask these guys, who do they choose for this Champions League quarterfinals? Who's a loser and who's a gem? Edo, since you're our new guest, let's go through your chooser, your loser, and your gem. Who would you put together in this?
Well, this is a bit of a tough one. My chooser, I think, so my gem rather, would be Casemiro, because I'm hoping Real Madrid sort of do what they did against Roma, which was defend deep and then launch the counter. But yeah, as you said earlier, the game could turn silly in the second half. I'm hoping he does enough in the first to make it worthwhile. I'm really hoping that my loser is Messi, and that Enrique still sticks to having him play just behind the strikers in that role that we saw against Real Madrid, and that he struggles just a little bit. I still think he'll have a good game, but maybe not good for the price at which he's at. Okay. And my chooser, it's probably going to have to go with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This is a big risk, but I do think that he's going to be good against City. Man bun is chosen. Jamie, who's your chooser, loser, gem?
Chooser, I wanted to go for someone who's not the players right at the top, so I've gone for Antoine Griezmann. 8 goals in 9 games. He'll be really low owned just because there's so many other players up there that people want instead of him. And I think Atletico will have a good game in the new camp. They'll get a draw. He could get the goal, or will have a part to play in it. My loser is 3 players. Just trying to pick any of those 3 Barcelona players is impossible because whenever you pick one, the other one's all the stuff. So I think Ronaldo is a far better one to pick because he'll do or Zlatan or Müller or Lewandowski. They're going to be more of a guarantee of points. Plus Messi will be so highly owned. Neymar will be really highly owned because he's below 9,000 this week. I just think it's an accident waiting to happen, whichever one you pick. And my hidden gem is Sergio Aguero. I think at 7,700, he's such good value. He was 8,900 in the Premier League this weekend, just gone. I know it was an easier game, but to drop off that much is a lot. He has, I think, 3rd in shots per game in the Premier League behind Kane and Coutinho. De Bruyne's back, Silva will be there. They'll get a goal against Paris Saint-Germain. He'll probably score it.
All right, Andy, up to you. Chooser, loser, and a gem.
My chooser is, it's the one man up against Manchester City, Zlatan. It's got to be Zlatan. This is the game that he's going to score his record ever number of DraftKings points.
Nice.
He's going to put 4 past the hapless.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Hapless Willy Caballero. And prove us two right.
Yes,
he is.
We're in it together.
The legend that is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. My loser is Wolfsburg.
Whole team.
State of mind, the City, everyone.
Just avoid Wolfsburg and avoid Benfica. We spoke in a show. I made a point in our kind of roundup show a couple of weeks ago that this is the time where the Champions League gets really predictable. Yeah. And you're not going to get the upsets. You might get upsets in the Europa League, but you're not going to get them in the Champions League. Benfica aren't going to beat Bayern. Wolfsburg aren't going to beat Real Madrid. So just avoid Wolfsburg and Benfica players in general, says the guy with a Benfica player at fullback. Or just pick him in defence. That works. That's just damage limitation. My hidden gem, I was toying with saying Kingsley Coman, but I've said him before. And now he's back from injury. I think Kevin De Bruyne. I think Kevin De Bruyne could be worth some points. He had, like you said, he had a very good game at the weekend, and PSG are a side that are going to give Kevin De Bruyne room to be Kevin De Bruyne, if you know what I mean. So yeah, and I do think that there is going to be a slight upset in any of the ties. It could possibly be that one, but it won't because Zlatan.
Well, you heard it here from these guys, Zlatan.
Other than losing 4-0 against Zlatan, De Bruyne will have a great game.
Well, you heard it here. That's what everyone's chosen for their chooser, their loser, and your gem. Of course, you can have your own choosers and losers and gems when you go to DraftKings.co.uk and assemble your own 11-man roster where you can take on everyone else in the Champions League. DraftKings.co.uk. Welcome to the big time.